News Today, President Tinubu defends reforms in third anniversary address. On the foreign scene, South Africa opens impeachment probe into Ramaphosa. European Union North Atlantic Treaty Organization condemns Russia after drone hits Romania. And in sports, AC Milan open talks with Pochettino. Glad to have you join us. This is the news update at 12 on Dominion Television in Ibadan. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun. President Bola Tinubu has defended key economic reforms introduced by his administration, saying the removal of fuel subsidy and exchange rate distortions were necessary to prevent economic collapse. In a statement marking his third year in office, Tinubu said the policies, though difficult, were aimed at stabilizing the economy and laying the foundation for long-term growth. The president highlighted progress in infrastructure, power, agriculture, housing, education, and telecommunications, while noting that reforms have improved investor confidence and public finances. Tinubu also said security agencies have intensified operations against terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping, assuring Nigerians that his administration remains committed to improving safety and easing economic hardship. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund, has dismissed reports alleging that the federal government suspended student upkeep allowance payment under the student loan scheme. In a statement, the fund described the report circulating on social media as false, misleading, and designed to create panic among students and other stakeholders. NELFund said no directive had been issued by either the federal government or the agency to suspend upkeep allowances. The fund also clarified that a viral newspaper front page and statement linked to the claim are fabricated and did not originate from any official government platform. The Action Democratic Party, ADP in Oyo State, has conducted an affirmation exercise for its candidate ahead of the 2027 general elections, with party members unanimously endorsing all flag bearers across various positions. Taiwo Olarewaju completes the report.
The Action Democratic Party, ADP in Oyo State, has held an affirmation exercise for its candidates ahead of the 2027 general elections, with members of the party unanimously endorsing their flag bearers across various positions. The gubernatorial candidate of the party, Kola Olatunji, addressed party members during the event, outlining his vision for the party and pledging to effectively utilize the platform of the ADP to deliver good governance if elected.
Go back to the drawing board. We have started doing that, redesigning, re-engineering Nigeria. And we want to start with Oyo State, tell people that there will be a new dawn, a departure from misrule, misappropriation, misplacement of priorities, in governance. A government that has no planning has been what we have been experiencing before. But henceforth, under our administration, number one, we are going to be collective in terms of our resolve to ensure that good governance is enshrined and established in Oyo State.
Also speaking at the affirmation exercise were Igboyega Fabunmi, Ismail Sadiq, and Akinwale Michael, who are candidates of the party. Their appreciation for the confidence reposed in them and reaffirmed their commitment to the party's success at the polls.
Little effort, but if I come to the power, I know I can do more for them. I can liberate them from poverty. And by God's willing, with the team and this party, I believe strongly in this party that we can do better from other parties that have been in existence in Oyo State.
It's getting clearer and clearer, and God is giving us the opportunity to add value to Lagelu and Akinyele local government through the House of Reps and to Oyo State.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the party, Dari Ojo, stated that the ADP is fully prepared and strategically positioned for the coming elections.
According to the INEC timetable, that we should do our primary. So today is our primary, and which we have all our aspirants confirmed as candidates today, and with the presence of INEC and all the security agencies around the state. So we are here to really make sure that we follow the proceedings and confirm everything according to INEC provision.
As the 2027 general elections draw closer, the party says it remains focused on unity, mobilization, and strengthening its support base across Oyo State. Taiwo Olarewaju, reporting for Dominion News.
The Allied People's Movement, APM, has named Bimbo Adekombi as its governorship candidate for the 2027 election. in Oyo State under the APM-PDP alliance. The consensus primary election held in Ibadan also unveiled candidates for the National Assembly and Oyo State House of Assembly seat ahead of the 2027 general elections. Our correspondent, Damilola Daudu, has the details.
Party faithful of the Allied People's Movement, APM, and its alliance partner, the People's Democratic Party, gathered in Ibadan for the party's consensus primary election to affirm candidates for the 2027 general elections. The Oyo State chairman of the APM, Otumba Adegbenro Fagbemi, announced candidates for the Senate, House of Representatives, and Oyo State House of Assembly seats. Bimbo Adekom was thereafter presented with a certificate of return as the party's governorship candidate in Oyo State. Speaking at the event, Governor Seyi Makinde appreciated the people of Oyo State for their support over the past 7 years, noting that their cooperation had contributed significantly to the achievements of his administration. Governor Makinde urged residents to extend the same support to the party's consensus governorship candidate.
Don't inherit my enemies. Chart your own path. So anything that they can improve upon, they should improve upon it for the benefit of our people in Oyo State.
In his acceptance speech, the APM governorship candidate Bimbo Adekombi assured residents that his administration will sustain the Omitutu agenda and continue ongoing development programs across the state. Adekombi also commended Governor Makinde for what he described as remarkable achievements in governance.
We begin by especially appreciating the architect of modern Oyo State, the man whose leadership has redefined governance, whose courage has transformed politics, and whose vision has repositioned our Plateau State for greatness. His Excellency, Governor Seyi Makinde.
Earlier in their separate remarks, the Oyo State APM chairman Otumba Adegbenro Fagbemi, alongside party leaders including Chief Saka Balogun, Chief Nureni Akombi, and Chief Eniade Elejire, appreciated party faithful for their commitment and support. Among candidates unveiled at the event were Senator Stanley Adedeji for Oyo South Senatorial District, Honorable Shino Pella for Oyo North Senatorial District, and Olufemi Ajadi for Oyo Central Senatorial District. Officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, monitored the exercise. Damilola Daudu, reporting for Dominion News.
Families, friends, clerics and well-wishers gathered in a colorful atmosphere to celebrate the retirement of the Most Reverend Dr. J.O. Akinfenwa and Mama C.U. Akinfenwa after decades of dedicated service in God's. The event featured tributes, thanksgiving, and reflections on the impactful ministry and exemplary leadership of the retired cleric and his wife. Taiwo Olariwaju completes the report.
Friends, families, clerics, and well-wishers gathered to celebrate the retirement of the Most Reverend Dr. J.O. Akinfenwa and Mama C.U. Akinfenwa during a documentary night, tribute section, and dinner held at the Ascension Hall in Ibadan. Guests at the events took turns to speak glowingly about the retired cleric, describing him as humble, disciplined, and committed to the work of God. Speaking during the program, the chairperson of the occasion, Professor Mrs. Nike Oshoba, commended the humility and leadership style of Most Reverend Akinfenwa.
They have always been evangelists. They behaved like evangelists throughout. In fact, they are true missionaries in so many ways. To start with, they've been very humble, and I always admire people when I see the humility of Christ in them. I know that really these people are men and women of God, and they are good examples of humility. He's a very bold and courageous preacher. When he's on the pulpit, he says it as it is or as it should be. He does not care whose as is God. He will always speak the truth, and he will speak it boldly to whoever wants to listen. He was a very astute administrator. He was a lover of people, a lover of men, a lover of children, and he was very, very efficient in the administration of this diocese. He planted so many churches in this diocese in the last 26 years, more than anybody else has been able to.
On Saturday, a special retirement Thanksgiving service was also held at the Cathedral Church of St. James Okebola, Ibadan, in honor of the cleric. The sermon at the service was drawn from the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 15.
Thanks be to God for his indescribable gifts. Thanks be to God for his indescribable gifts. Baba and Mama, the lives you touch, sing and praise to God to further bless you as you devote the rest of your lives to uplift the weak and the powerless.
With worshippers appreciating God for the successful years of service of the retired Archbishop. Speaking at the event, Reverend Dr. J. Akinfenwa and Mama C. Akinfenwa appreciated God for the successful years spent in service, while also reflecting on some of the challenges encountered during the journey.
I served in various spheres in the state and in the nation to the glory of God. And it has been, whatever happened, it has been a meritorious 26 years because we came here fearful, trepidation, because we did not expect our movement here from the north. We were used to the north in everything. So when we came in, we just trusted God, made our plans, and then committed to God and moved forward.
I'm so happy and glad, and I give God all the glory for being a pillar of support in this ministry all through the years we have been in this episcopacy. And especially since we joined the ministry about 43 years ago, we give God all the glory. I'm really happy.
Speaking during the service, the Bishop of Ijebu Southwest Diocese, Right Reverend Dr. Babatunde Ogunbanwo, described Most Reverend Akinfenwa as a devoted servant of God.
I see him as somebody who has passion for the development of the young people. I worked under him. He saw us grow from young boys to becoming missionaries.
Also speaking, Emmanuel Akinfenwa, the first son of the retired Archbishop, described his father as a lover of Christ, a caring father, and a good man.
But for me, I would say he's just he's a best friend. He's a brother, he's a father. I think the norms, the values, the beliefs he's instilled in us as kids would forever stay with us. And I think as we raise our families, we want to use that same blueprint and obviously add a little bit more on the aspects where we feel we can do better. And I think that blueprint is one thing that I'll forever be grateful.
High point of the celebration was the entertainment session as guests rejoiced and celebrated the remarkable life and ministry of the retired Archbishop and his wife. Taiwo Olanrewaju, reporting for Dominion News.
On the foreign scene, South Africa's parliament will hold the first meeting of the Special Impeachment Committee on Monday to examine allegations linked to the Farmgate scandal involving President Cyril Ramaphosa. The impeachment process was revived after a constitutional court ruling reopened the case centered on cash stolen from Ramaphosa's game farm in 2020, allegations the president has denied. The committee is expected to elect the chairperson at its first sitting, while the opposition party, the Democratic Alliance, insists an ANC member should not lead the panel. Ramaphosa has challenged the findings of an independent panel in court and may seek in order to halt proceedings, although the African National Congress Party is still expected to block any impeachment vote requiring a two-thirds majority. The European Union and NATO have condemned Russia after a drone crashed into an apartment building in Romania, injuring 2 people and sparking a fire. Romanian authorities say the drone entered the country's airspace during Russian attacks on neighboring Ukraine before crashing into a residential building in the city of Galati. No vets were reported and emergency services have extinguished the fire. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen described the incident as another dangerous escalation, while NATO condemned what it called Russia's reckless behavior. Romanian President Nicolae Dan described the development as the most serious incident affecting Romanian territory since the Russia-Ukraine war began, and has convened a meeting of the country's Supreme Defense Council. Talking sport, Italian club AC Milan have opened discussions with coach Mauricio Pochettino as they continue the search for a new manager. Pochettino, who currently manages the United States men's national soccer team, is preparing for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Reports say the Argentine remains focused on the tournament, but Milan are considering appointing him after his contract with US Soccer expires. Pochettino last managed at club level with Chelsea FC and previously enjoyed successful spells with Paris Saint-Germain FC and Tottenham Hotspur FC. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and X at Dominion Cast. And hence the news update on Dominion Television. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun saying thank you for watching and good afternoon.